am I supposed to get out?
Now that that guy is out of the way, what is going on, guys? I haven't done a GoPro video in a good amount of time, so I was thinking, why not do one now? And I'm gonna keep my windows up because I don't know how about the wind gets. So it was funny because I thought of this video because I was watching one literally 5 minutes ago, and the guy that was in my way literally kind of just said the same thing. Now, I'm 23 years old, so I mean, I'm not the youngest person in the world to be driving this car, but a lot of people ask me what I do as a job to afford this car. This is a $32,000 car, and technically I don't really have my big boy job yet since I graduated college. I'm still doing this kind of like the same thing I was doing before. I moved up a little bit, but it's still not a big boy job. A lot of people say, yeah, what do you do for a living to afford this car? And the question, or the answer is, I'm a line cook at a restaurant. Now, I'm at a position now that I control people, but that doesn't bring great money. I bought this car when I was in college. So, being a college student, you know, it's hard to make a lot of money because you have college to attend to, and, you know, your responsibilities are in a bit of a different spot. Now, I don't want to be that person that does all these other videos that goes, oh, just work hard, you'll get what you want, because truthfully, like, yeah, you need to work hard. Having a good work ethic is obviously a really big thing, and it's something that most people should have, but unfortunately do not, especially in this day and age. But I've been working in restaurants since I was 16 years old. I got my first job when I was 16 at a grocery store, and I absolutely hated it. I pushed carts and I bagged groceries for minimum wage, which in Pennsylvania is $7.25. So I didn't have a good time doing that. I think I worked there for 3 months, and I saw a job opening at Red Robin. And I was like, you know what? I'll apply as a busser. I've never worked in a restaurant. My brother did restaurants when he was growing up, so I was like, yeah, well, let's try it out. So I got this job as a busser. Now, in Pennsylvania, I think you make $4 an hour plus tip share, which really isn't that much, but it's money. So I was working there, and with tip share, it was probably $8 or $9 an hour, which isn't too bad when you're working 25 hours a week in high school. Once I turned 18, or maybe I was even 17, I switched over to the kitchen. I've never cooked before, but cooking is something that's always interested me. What are you doing, bro? Go. Why are you stopped in the middle of the road, bro? Come on, bro. But cooking is something that's always interested me. When I was younger, I really wanted to become a chef. It didn't happen that way. I didn't become a chef. That's not what my degree is in, but it's close. But I got into the kitchen making $10 an hour. Now, this is my senior year of high school, making $10 an hour, no real responsibilities. My parents were still paying for my insurance. My first car, my grandma bought me as a gift. So it's something that, you know, I didn't have anything to pay for, so I was just saving up. Then college rolls around. My first 2 years of college, I went to community college because my parents were saying it's a smarter idea because you'll be thankful for it later. You don't really know what you want to do yet in college, so this is the best way to do it. I went into college for computer engineering, and turns out I am the worst math student in existence, so that didn't work out. So I'm taking my classes, still working at Red Robin, and then summer rolls around, and I'm like, man, that major sucks. Man, my job sucks. So then I got a new job at a Mexican restaurant down the street, making, I think, $12 an hour. 18 years old, making $12 an hour, working 40 hours a week, and I didn't think it was too bad. So I was doing that, went back to school, and at this point, I was still working 40 hours a week, upwards towards 60 hours a week, making my $12 an hour, so I was getting overtime at this point. Changed my major again to computer science, aced all my computer science classes. I was killing it with that, but again, I can't do math, so that's why I changed my major once again. So that was my first 2 semesters at community college, was just discovering that I didn't know how to do math, so I have to change my major. Next season rolls around where I'm not doing school, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to take a semester off, because you can't take a semester off. If you take a semester off, you're never going to go back. So I took like I think 4 classes just of gen eds because I didn't know what to do. So then I was taking my gen eds, and then I was like, you know what, I should work 2 jobs. Why did I think that? I don't know, but I was working 2 jobs. So then when the summer rolls around again, I'm working upwards towards 90 to 100 hours a week. I got a raise at both jobs because I went back to Red Robin, and I was making pretty decent money with both jobs. Still going to, then I started taking online classes, so I was still able to work my full-time hours with both jobs, and then making considerable amounts of money for my age. Now, that's when I went and I bought my Dodge Dart. I bought that car for $14,000. I think I put $9,000 down because I wasn't going to pay the whole thing cash because I don't think I had that much money. So I bought that car, did my few modifications to it, which really wasn't much, but I really did enjoy that car. And then I went away to college. I went to Indiana University of Pennsylvania. And when I went there, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to work. I can not work. Well, I got really bored really fast, so I ended up getting another job delivering pizzas. I don't know anyone, if you guys have ever delivered pizzas before. It's not the most glorious job in the world. Sometimes people would tip you a shit ton of money and it's great, but other times people wouldn't tip you anything and it sucks. So I was making maybe $100 a week, so it really wasn't too much, but it's money's money, right? I already had money in my savings account, so I was just using that for, you know, my insurance, my phone, or whatever. And then internships started rolling around. So summer break, I got an internship at a country club working in the snack bar because I have kitchen experience. Easy job, easy money. I was making $12 an hour doing that. I wasn't quite making my 40 hours a week, but I was making around 35, so I was pretty close. But all this money again was pretty much just going into my savings because I didn't really have too many responsibilities yet. So then, oh yeah, by the way, my degree is in hospitality management, which is surprising to some people because I know so much stuff about cars and stuff, and I'm a musician, and they're like, why did you choose that? Well, I've been working in restaurants since I was 16. I kind of like them. So then I had to get a second internship, starting to run out of time at school. I got a job at a different pizza place. That was a locally owned thing. Now, he was only giving me $9 an hour, and I was working my 30 hours a week. Again, still going to school full time, but I was working those hours, and this guy was like a really cool dude, and like he was really helping me out, and he would give me like incentives to want to work, kind of. Like, I wanted an iPad for school because I don't like to bring my laptop to class because if I lose like a laptop or it breaks, they're expensive as shit. So I didn't want to bring my laptop to class, so like he gifted me an iPad. Like stuff like that. If you're ever getting into management or something, incentives are key. If you make someone want to work, they'll work harder. If you give them gifts or money, they're gonna want to work and they're gonna want to work harder. Simple as that. And then I go back home on break and I got a job at Olive Garden. Olive Garden, I started out making $13.50, working 50 hours a week, and that's all I was doing my entire break. I am still with the company doing more, but now I'm at a point that I'm not going to tell you guys my wages, but it is considerable about more than $13.50. So my thing is, if you guys need money and you guys want to afford something nice, yeah, obviously you're going to have to work hard. And obviously, you're going to need to find a decent paying job. But for someone who's starting out, who just needs a job, if you're not really sure what you want to do, I highly recommend working in restaurants. Servers can make a shit ton of money depending on your area. And your personality is really going to show through when you're working as a server. If you're a really good server, you're going to make more money. It's simple as that. I don't think I'm very good at talking to people. So that is why I switched to the kitchen from busing. At first, I wanted to be a server from a busser, and I ended up working at Applebee's for a few months too, but because they promised me a serving position that never happened, and I absolutely hated it there too. But yeah, the thing is, if you guys really like, if you're gonna be a server, yeah, you guys gotta show it. But I went to the back of the house route. That guy's got some Hot Boy wheels. I wanted to do the back of the house route because cooking is something that's always interested me, so that's what we did. We started cooking, and that money really does eventually show up, and you'll see it. Yeah, this car is a $32,000 car, and I am making payments on it, and I'm not going to tell you how much I'm paying on it, but I do have payments on this car. It's an expensive car, but I'm able to afford it while doing the stuff that I do with the car. Now I'm starting to have student loans. Now I have my car payment, my insurance, rent. I have stuff to pay for now, but I'm still able to afford it. by working in a kitchen. So I hope this video kind of like inspires you guys a little bit to work in kitchens or something, or in restaurants. I'm just a big restaurant person, but that is how I afford this car. A lot of people, I was watching a video today, he's like, well, I was making YouTube videos since I was 12 and I got lucky. Well, what kind of advice is that? He goes, work hard on your videos and you'll get somewhere with it. But that advice really isn't much at all. Do something you kind of enjoy, or something you're kind of interested in, or something you want to try out. I've always wanted to try out cooking, did it, it's been paying off for me, so that's what I've been doing the past like 6 years or more. I don't feel like doing math. We went over this. I'm really bad at math, but that is something that's always interested me, so that's why I went into the field of restaurants. I ended up liking it so much that I have a degree in restaurant management. My focus was on restaurants, because you can do hotels, casinos, and I focused on culinary side of it because I like to cook, but I really didn't want to be a chef because the hours are worse than my hours are going to be now. I'm never going to work that 9 to 5. I'm going to work that 4 to 12, which sucks. But hopefully this YouTube thing ends up paying off for me, and hopefully we make some money doing it so I don't have to work in restaurants for the rest of my life. I probably still will do part-time restaurants even if I'm making considerable amounts of money here. But you know, we'll see where the future takes us. We'll see where we go with it, because honestly, I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to leave you guys off here. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. Yeah, that's all I got. So comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you guys are sharing. Do all that fun shit. Keep doing you, and peace out. Peace.